Welcome to another edition of the Parker Daniels Show. And we are bringing you another edition of visually impaired people who are musically inclined. Nicole, are you musically inclined?
Try to stay musically inclined all the time.
Really? What can you do?
Actually, I can sing.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out that later. But
Yes, we
anyway,
will.
the name of the individual who we're gonna bring on, Nicole, his name is Bret. He's from Vancouver, and he moved to Winnipeg. He's well established, up and coming rapper. You like rap music, Nicole?
I love rap music.
Name it,
Um,
name an artist.
my favorite artist right now is always and forever Nicki Minaj. I
Okay.
am a true
Ooh.
barb.
Okay. Well, she's not old school, but we'll count it as
We'll
though my
count it as
co-host doesn't
rap.
know who she's talking about. But
So of old school, it would have to be like Queen Latifah, the
You know
Brat,
what? Queen
Legacy
Latifah's
Vibes.
actually OG.
okay, here we go. He's coming in unannounced. His name is Bret. He's totally blind. He's going to talk to us about first of all his blindness and his love for music. So without further delay, we bring to you Bret. Um,
What up?
what's up, Bret?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Tell the individuals a little bit about yourself in terms of your impairment and how you lost your sight and what have you.
All right, well, from the beginning, Bret, hi, I'm 23 years old now. I lost my vision when I was 16, when I was living in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And I was sitting in the middle of history class, writing the notes on the overhead. Next thing I knew, gone. Couldn't see a thing. And it was a DNA mutation called Leber's hereditary optical neuropathy. And most people would have thought that I would have freaked out or lost it, at least threw my pen. But no, I just put it down, quit writing, because it was history class. Looked at the person beside me, and she said that she could still read it. So it was just me. So it turned out to be a very rare DNA mutation called LHON, and there's nothing they can do about it right now. They're still trying to do some research on it, but there's really nothing they can do about it right now, especially that I know of, anyways, to my knowledge.
Okay.
Yep,
Go ahead.
but
Go ahead.
otherwise, after I lost my vision, I started skateboarding, and then I grabbed the mic, fell in love.
Okay. Go ahead,
So
Nicole. You're
tell
about to
us
say
how
something.
many years you've been rapping and doing your thing out here.
Well, for the past about 5, do we want to start from back when I thought I knew what music was, and I had my little heart broken before I knew what heartbreak was, and came home and started just rapping, or when I started taking it seriously. So about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I started really taking it seriously, and started people started saying I had a knack for this, so I started really believing them and believing me, and started grinding, put a couple songs together, put a few songs together, put a set list together, started performing, started recording, started recording a couple of EPs, a bunch of singles, released one of them, and here we are now. But yeah, no, the rap has always just been there. I guess never really thought anything of it. I've always just been. I used to think it was just talking to myself, but I guess I was writing lyrics.
Now, now, as an individual who is visually impaired, do you think that the the ability to be able to be successful and move up the charts and the ladder, quote unquote, will be extremely hard, or do what is your opinion in regards to that situation?
As a visually impaired artist,
Mm,
yeah, absolutely, it's hard. I'd say in some senses, just down to the little nitty gritties of it, it's harder because like if I was blessed with the magic of sight, I could read, and it makes
mm,
the whole reciting lyrics a lot easier. I wouldn't be spending hours in the studio on one song. I could bang out a few songs in there, or I could make more intricate beats on my own and instrumentals and stuff on my own. But that's not trying to say that we're all being stopped and we're all closed-minded. Like, obviously, any blind person can do anything. But
mm.
it's not like I'm going to be out there fighting against J. Cole or the other big top greats dogs out there. I'm gonna be in my own lane, and that's all there is to it. I'm not. I say fighting and grinding up the charts is gonna be on my own demise.
Okay. Go ahead, Nicole.
So
You were.
tell us a little bit about your video shoot that you have done. So if the audience want to go and check you out, where can they check you out, and tell us a little bit about that video and how much fun you had?
That video is so much fun to shoot. I shot it down in Los Angeles last June in 2018, and I made my first song by the ocean, and it was about a girl, about a girl I met 4 or 5 years ago in LA. And I knew her from before, but I went and saw her in LA, and we had an amazing weekend. So I wrote a song about it, and it was like one of those first loves, right? And it was a great time. And when I wrote the song, I didn't think I'd be going down to anywhere to shoot the video, but I pulled it all together, went down to LA, met a documentary filmer, and we shot the video together in one day. We started in the morning shooting on out in Venice Beach by a little broke down liquor store that had a really cool graffiti on the wall. Started the first shot there, went skating down the hills and bombing the hills, then barefoot kicking it down Venice Beach Boulevard, and we ended the night with doing shots on the Santa Monica Pier, playing games, and on the Ferris wheel and stuff, like the classic. There's just so many spots you've seen in movies in that video that I think it's really cool.
Okay, man, I like your energy. I'm hearing you. I'm captivated by the fact that you have that energy. And
Passion,
honestly, you're the first. I've interviewed and talked with a lot of other blind rappers, and they don't have this particular energy. But
no,
aside,
because they all think they're gangsters. They're all like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the best. You know what I'm saying?
I mean that that I don't that may or may not be the
Teach
case.
them, teach their
But the
own,
thing
man.
of it is,
Teach their own.
I'm really I want to ask this question in terms of the producers and whatnot that you work with in terms of trying to get your stuff out there. Who just name a few of them for time's sake.
Well, I've worked with Sketch Williams. He's a good, amazing producer. I've worked with Mikey Mike. He's making more of these trap beats these days, but you gotta stay relevant. I've worked with a couple of dudes in Winnipeg. I don't care to mention their names. I've worked with a couple people down in LA that I am not able to mention their names yet. But otherwise, yeah, the big one, that's Sketch Williams, and my music partner there, by the way, Bret, he's released my music as well.
Just out of curiosity, Bret,
yes.
If you could work with one artist, what
Dead
would you
or
like
alive?
to do? If you could like to work with one artist, what kind of collab would you do? Who would you do your collab with if you could do a collab with?
Do they have to be alive?
No, they don't have to be
Mac
alive.
Miller. I would love to just spend I wouldn't even have to make music or collab with him. I just would want to spend a day in the studio with him just to watch him work, breathe his air, like he's just there's something about him. But either that or I'd love to make a song with Quincy Jones just because.
Okay, yeah, he is a genius.
That'd slap me a chorus from Frank Sinatra.
So what prompted you? I mean, you're a young person. As we wind up the interview, what prompted you to actually get into the old school era as opposed to the music that's out there? And there's no disrespect to the music that's out there because
no disrespect to the music.
I love music. I love rap music. I used to be an entertainer myself. So why is it that you favor the old school as opposed to the new school?
Man, they're saying something back then. Either granted, there are the songs that are really corny and jokey and stuff, and like gangster and stuff. But there's also those songs that have meaning. They're telling your story. They're telling something, man. I don't know what it is, but I love it. It's just old school. The way you can ride and hang with the beats. Nowadays, it almost puts you in an anxiety hearing all those it's
right.
Sometimes it just gives you that cringe, but I love it. So I love rap no matter what. It's just gotta be done right, obviously. But I just vibe with the old school stuff because I love that kick, the drum, just the feeling of the beats, man, and the things that they're saying back in the old school days, man. Pac, man.
Where we're going
got some shit to say.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do? I'm gonna throw it back to my co-host and let her say a few things before we actually feature about maybe a minute of your song. Do you have anything, Sandy?
Give us some of your places where you're at, where some of our viewers can find you. I know that you said that you were on Spotify. What other platforms can they find you?
I am on all of the platforms, actually. I'm on everything from Spotify to Tidal to Teaser to Apple Music. I'm on YouTube. My video is on YouTube. All you have to look up is the video I shot in Los Angeles is on YouTube. All you have to look up is TBK, The Blind Kid by the Ocean is the name of the single. It's TBK, The Blind Kid. And I'm everywhere you can find me. And yeah, I got a lot more stuff coming out this summer.
Okay, well, since you've told us the name and the of the song and what have you, we're gonna feature about a minute of it as my co-hosts get it queued up. And I'm glad to actually have you on here because you are a ball.
My pleasure.
Yeah, you're a ball of energy and what have you, man, and what have you. So with that being said, we're gonna do our thing.
All right. Sketch Williams produced this.
Okay.
West Coast vibes.
To tell you the truth, I'd rather be in Cali. From the first time that I went and had me, yeah, I had a baddie from down in Simi Valley. She took me out to Venice just for me to get a daddy. Yeah, she was looking so sexy, I dressed up for the beaches and some cannons, spending the night hitting parties out in Calabasas, taking jello shots with the actress. Yeah, my life's so crazy, I cannot believe what's happening. Oh, how it's swear that I was feeling made for you. I can't believe I let you pass me by.
Okay. Hey, tell me this. Tell me this. I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I like the beat, and this is no lie. I'm a lover of all sorts of music. I'm an old school cat myself. Like I said, I used to be in entertainment. I'm gonna get you to send me that song so I could actually put it up on YouTube. And
cool.
I'm proud to have you here. And it just shows you if you have the drive to do it, and the fact that you have a video and you have a single that's out. Give them the name again.
By the Ocean by TBK, The Blind Kid.
Support this individual. Nicole, you gonna go buy that single?
Actually, yeah, I'm getting ready to save it on my playlist.
Okay.
I was sitting here bopping my head to it as we speak, so I'm like really feeling your music there, Bret. I'm feeling it.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
I've got got a lot of different vibes coming out soon.
Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up, and I want you to give us give us as well as the audience a little words of encouragement.
I got you.
Words of encouragement so that they can take that and then especially people that are in the music business who are visually impaired and have that drive. What could you say to them briefly? Because you're full of energy. You take the energy over.
One thing to say. One thing to say is easy. Few words. Do things that don't make sense. That's it. Because there's so many things in the world that seem tough and difficult and impossible. They don't make sense. Does a blind skateboarder make sense? No. Blind rapper make sense? No. Do things that don't make sense. It might just be the right thing to do.
That's true. I like that. And that's really true. I like that.
And make little things count. Don't enjoy the little things.
So, Nicole, you want to tell the people to support the Park and Daniel show and all this good stuff? Because I'm going to lay back.
All right,
because I'm going to lay back.
Why don't you go out there and you hit like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Tell us what you think. Leave your comments in the comment section. And I want to say thank you again to our very special guest, Bret. Bret, say goodbye to everybody.
Thank you, Nicole. See you later, audience. Y'all are wonderful.
Okay. Well, that's that then. Hope y'all enjoyed it, man. Go support this young man. He's up and coming. He's going to be better than Drake. For real. So thank you, man.
No, thank you.
All right.